see, is this rolling? Oh, it is rolling. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Spiritual Growth Journeys. I'm Kimberly Palm. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day today. I have something really kind of interesting to talk about today. This is a subject that I want to say probably most or all of my clients are interested in, and that is the subject of past lifetimes. So, the big question I get from people is why is it important to know about my past lifetimes? Why is it important to know about my past lifetimes? And I wanted to kind of dig into that subject and talk a little about why is it important to look at that? Well, in some scenarios, actually looking at past lifetimes is not important or relevant. In fact, some of the time it's really important for you to just move on with your life because the past isn't important. It's just a story. It's just, it doesn't really mean anything. But that's for certain people and in certain situations. But in many situations, it is extremely relevant and important to look at past lifetimes. And so I want to kind of go over with you the situations that would make it important for you to look at a past lifetime, how you would look at the past lifetime, and why you would look at a past lifetime. So there are many people who I work with daily when I'm counseling, which I will not be doing those private counseling sessions anymore effective October 1st. But I've been doing private counseling with people for 20 something years. And the thing is that there are so many people who have what I call severe blocks in their lives. Okay. They're either blocked with their relationships, or they're blocked with their health, or they're blocked with their finances or career, or they are blocked with their life in general. There's just so many different ways, romance, whatever. There's so many ways you can be blocked with creativity. A lot of different ways that you can be blocked in your life. And there are a lot of causes of those blocks. But there are some of those blocks that can be caused by past lifetimes. And here's how they can be caused. So let's say that you had a traumatic relationship in a past lifetime, or maybe several past lifetimes, and you did not clear that. Then in this lifetime, it can be blocking your ability to have positive, healthy relationships in this lifetime. Another example would be if you had karma, you did something bad in a past lifetime and that karma hasn't been cleared. You could be suffering something in this lifetime that has to do with that karma that you haven't paid back yet. So that's another way that you can be blocked. And another example would be if you had a trauma in a past lifetime or you witnessed a trauma. So I'll give you my own example, my own personal example. Every time on TV or in the movie theater, anywhere, or advertising or videos, I would see a show or movie or play or anything that had to do with the crucifixion of Christ, I would lose my SHIT. I would just lose it, okay? And I would just cry my eyes out, and I felt like I was being horrifically traumatized. Why? Is because in my last lifetime in a human body, I was there in the crowd watching my Savior get crucified upon a cross. And so I had to do clearing on that past lifetime. I had another past lifetime where I was drowned, actually several where I drowned. And so I was afraid of water, I wasn't afraid of water per se. I could go into a swimming pool, I could go into a lake or into an ocean, but I had to be able to touch my feet to the ground, and I had to have the water no higher than my chest. The minute the water got higher than my chest, I would get extremely anxious and have extraordinary panic attacks. And we used to go snorkeling on vacations, and my family would go snorkeling. And when I tried to snorkel with them, I would have a horrible panic attack because where you had to go snorkeling, your feet could not touch the bottom of the ocean. So I did a past life regression on myself where I discovered the drownings. I cleared the drownings. I asked my guides and angels and Christ and God to clear that past lifetime. And after that, I was able to go to Hawaii and snorkel with my family and be out in the ocean where it was probably 20 feet deep or more over the top of a reef, and I wasn't having a panic attack. I felt very calm. I just floated around and I felt calm, and that was the first time in my history that I was able to do that, and that is because I cleared that past lifetime. There are also curses that you can pick up in past lifetimes. There's contracts that you can make in past lifetimes. There's family issues from past lifetimes, like family stuff that you have to resolve. There's just a huge laundry list of things that can happen to you in a lifetime, and then you carry that energy forward into your next lifetime. And you will keep carrying it forward and forward and forward until you actually heal it, clear it, and let it go to God. So in those cases, there's a lot of my clients who come to me and they have financial blocks. Financially, no matter how hard they work, how many businesses they build, how hard they work at their business, they think they're doing their purpose and they don't understand why they're not successful. And in many of those cases, it's because they have a financial block from a past life. Now, some of the cases, they have a subconscious belief system. And the subconscious belief system came from childhood or sometime in this life where people were telling them things like money's the root of all evil, or you have to work hard for money, or you'll never be rich, you'll never make anything of yourself. All of those contradictory remarks that people make, your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents, your neighbors, your teachers, whoever, your parents, those can cause a block. But you can also get blocked financially from situations that happened in past lifetimes as well. So over the course of the last, I don't know how long, I've been doing past life regressions with clients privately in my practice, in my counseling practice. And I charged $133, which is a nominal fee because I have many friends in this industry who do past life regressions, and they're charging $275, sometimes even $500. They're charging a lot of money. I want to say the average is $220 that I see. I've always kept my fees low in everything I do because I try to be affordable for everybody, no matter what their financial situation is. It's really important for me to pay my bills because this is my only source of income comes from classes I teach and counseling I do. That is my source of income. And especially because my husband is semi-retired right now, so his income is pretty small. He's only working a little bit. So, and I have 2 kids that I've been putting through college, so I have to pay bills. So I have to charge something. I can't just give away my energy and my time and especially my energy because I'm an empath for free to people. So I've charged, but I had to come to terms with charging something that paid the bills but was also affordable for everybody, because I have so many friends in this industry who charge for a half-hour session. They're getting $275 for a half hour for 30 minutes, and I was charging $133 for an hour, which is really low. And I was getting yelled at and screamed at by people saying, you're charging too little, you're not valuing yourself. Well, it didn't, for me, have to do with valuing myself. It had to do with wanting to be available to as many people as I can despite their financial situation. So you're probably asking me now, or asking now, why is she talking about this? What does this have to do with past life regression? What it has to do with past life regression or past lives is I was charging $133 for a 1 hour, or actually 90-minute long past lifetime regression session. And you only, when you do one of these past life regressions, you only get to see a tiny bit of your life. You only get to see like a small amount of it. And in order to see more, you have to keep doing more and more and more past life regressions. You don't get to just do one past life regression. You have to do a lot of past life regressions. Because unless you're somebody who just wants to look at 5 minutes of information and then move on, that's fine. But the majority of people, they want to do more. So I would have clients who maybe they want to do 10 past life regressions. Well, that's what, $1,300, $1,333, something like that. It's a lot of money. So I made a decision that I wanted to be able to, especially because I'm not doing private sessions anymore, I wanted to be able to make this healing available to everyone. And when I say healing, I am serious about it. When you look at your past lifetimes and you have blocks going on in this life related to it, it brings it to your awareness so you can heal it finally, once and for all. Because if you're going through your life blinded, basically not knowing that all of your problems in your life are being caused by past lifetime garbage, you're just going to keep going on with all these blocks and all these problems. It's not going to end. It doesn't end until you look at the past lifetime and you go head on into it. You look at that crap and you bring it up for clearing and you ask God and your angels to heal you. Until you do that, you're going to keep being blocked over and over and over again, and you will not succeed in your business or your relationships or your money or whatever it is, your health. So I created a recorded past lifetime regression session. I did this last week, and I put it up on the Learn It Live platform. And no, that is not my website. It's called Learn It Live. It is a learning platform for all sorts of spiritual education and yoga classes and meditation classes. There's all kinds of teachers on there that post their stuff. So I chose that platform because I don't have a secretary to help me do all this, and it was the easiest and best way for me to post classes and get paid for posting classes and not have to do all of the secretarial work that's involved, that takes hours of time that I don't have an assistant to help me with. And so, I forgot so I can hear myself. Am I talking? Yeah, I can hear myself in the speaker. I have to have these earphones on when I'm doing these. Otherwise, I can't hear if the speaker's picking me up. But anyway, so I recorded this past life session for you all, and then I asked my boss, Yeshua, I said, what should I charge for this? And I was thinking maybe I should charge $250 because you get to listen to this as many times as you want. You get to listen to it 100 times if you want to, because once you sign up and you pay for it, you can do the past lifetime. It's a shamanic journey. You get to do it as many times as you want. And the good thing about doing that, not just to look at things that you may need to heal, but it's also fun. It's also really fun to look at that stuff. And it's interesting. It's interesting and it's fun to look at that. And the cool thing about me doing this on a recording is you're not with a hypnotherapist, because this isn't hypnotherapy. It's a shamanic meditation journeying practice. It's in a safe environment. It's in your house. Hopefully you have protection around your house. And you do that by either praying and asking Archangel Michael and God to place protection around your house, or you grid it with crystals, or both. I do both. So hopefully you have a protected, safe environment. You can listen to this recording of this class. And you can do it as many times as you want, unlimited. So you could do it $2,000 worth of sessions for one price. And instead of charging 200 something, like I was thinking, I only am charging $77. Why am I charging an absurdly, ridiculously low price like that? Because I asked the boss, I said, what do I charge? And that was his answer. He said 77. And I said, okay. And number 7 has to do with the 7th dimension, which is where heaven is located, and that's where he's hanging out most of the time. So I guess that's an adequate reason to charge 77. Also, I'm a number 7 life path, but it's just $77 for it's a 1 hour long. Actually, when I do it in a private session, the reason it's longer is people will stop and ask me questions, and at the end they'll ask me all kinds of questions, and so it usually takes a good hour and a half to get through it. But for $77, you can do this yourself in the safety of your own house. You're not being hypnotized by some strange person who you don't know and you don't trust and you don't feel comfortable with, that you don't know what they're going to do with you under hypnosis. Because when, I one time years ago, I went for hypnosis and I went with this man. There's this man that was doing it. I didn't feel comfortable with him. I felt creeped out by him, and I felt like he was the kind of guy that would put you under hypnosis and maybe accost you or something. And that does happen. That kind of stuff happens. It's a thing, okay? Where you go to a hypnotherapist and they do something to you. Now, I'm not saying all hypnotherapists do that. There's amazing hypnotherapists out there. I had a lady I worked with who was an expert in helping people stop smoking and helping people lose weight and all that. And I had gone to her because I was having panic attacks at the time. It was when I was a new mom and I had little babies and I was having panic attacks. And she helped me with that. So there's some amazing hypnotherapists out there, but the thing is that they're going to keep making you come back over and over and over again, and they're going to charge you. On average, hypnotherapists will charge you $250 and up for a session. So for $77, you can go to the Learn It Live learning platform. You can click on the link that you'll get when you sign up. I'm going to put the link to this class in the description below. You'll see if you click on the down arrow, you can go through all the info on there on me, and it'll have the link to this past life shamanic meditation session. For $77, you can do as many as you want. You can do $3,000, $4,000 worth of guided well, it's not hypnosis, it's a meditation, but you can do that $3,000 worth for $77 if that's what you choose. And this will help you to look at it. And then you have access to me via email. So when you're done doing that, you can email me with a question or two. Now, if you have 500 questions, that's not going to be good because I'm not doing private sessions anymore and I don't have time to answer 500 questions. You need to think for yourself and figure out some of the things on your own. But if you have some important questions that you just can't Google the answer to, you try to Google the answer first and you can't get an answer, or it's very personal, then by all means, you have access to me via email once you sign up for that class. And you can email me with your questions each time if you have any kind of experiences, or maybe you won't. Maybe you don't need to talk to me, and that's fine too. But I put this together to help you heal your past lives so that you can move forward with a happy, positive future. And keep in mind, this is not for everyone. Not every person needs to do past life regression. Some people need to just move forward with their life and be happy. I have plenty of clients that when I scan them and I ask their team what's going on with them and I do a soul reading, I'm told that their past lifetimes, that they have no karma, no trauma, no contracts, no nothing. Not everybody has these particular issues. How you will know that you need this is either A, you're just curious and you just want to know about your past lifetimes just out of curiosity, which is fine. That's part of why I looked at some of mine, just because I was curious and wanted to look at them. It's entertaining, it's fun, you get to see history in the making. You get to go back in history and look at actual history, not the fake, phony, dark history that they made up, the bad guys made up, basically. I'm going to call them the bad ones, or the baddies, as Elena Denon refers to them, the baddies. Instead of looking at their history, you get to look at real history because you get to experience it firsthand. Maybe you go back to medieval times. Maybe you go back to the French Revolution and you see it through your own eyes in that lifetime, which is really cool. So you get to experience history for yourself through your own historical experiences that you had in past lives. So then that's how you know it's for you. Also, if you have gone to all kinds of life coaches and healers and spiritual people like myself for guidance with your relationships, your health, whatever, and you're just not making any, nothing's getting better for you. It's just not getting any better. You haven't made any changes. or things are still bad, there's a really good chance you're getting blocked by a past lifetime, a curse, a trauma, whatever happened to you in that past lifetime is blocking you. So it's really, really good for you to go in and look at it. And for $77, you have nothing to lose. You know, that's another reason that I'm doing it for such a low price. You know, I want to make it um, easy for you guys so you know you don't have anything to lose. You know, it's some cheap entertainment. You're going to drop a lot more than that taking your family to the movies or theater for the night. You'll pay $20 just for the popcorn there. So $77 is not a lot of money, but the main reason I did this is because I am trying to heal as many humans as I can on this earth as quickly as I can. And so I'm going to be creating all sorts of healing modality classes and downloads and guided meditations over the coming months that are going to help massive quantities of people. And I'm going to make them all as affordable as possible because for me, it's not about me getting rich. I need to pay my bills. I need to buy food for my family. I need to, you know, pay for my computer and all my stuff that I use here to make these videos. I need to pay for my cable bill, or not my cable bill, my Wi-Fi bill, so I can even have Wi-Fi to do this in the first place. So I have bills to pay, you know, I have mouths to feed, so I have to charge something, but I'm going to always try to make everything I do as affordable as I can so that I can heal and help as many humans on earth as I possibly can, because that is the main reason I came here. I came here for that. I didn't come here to be a multi-billionaire person. I didn't come here to be, you know, famous and have paparazzis chasing me around. I don't care about any of that. None of that means anything to me. I didn't come here to buy jewels and diamonds and furs and icky, disgusting things like that that are, you know, ridiculous when I can take that money and feed poor people, you know, with it. I didn't come here for that. So I came here to help you all, and I will continuously make programs, write books, do whatever it takes to help you guys. You know, I've got my 2 books right now on the market. If you haven't checked them out yet, I've got The Fountain of Youth, an introduction to the Peace Stress Management System, and then of course Ascension 101, which is your guidebook for this whole ascension that we're going through, a roadmap for your soul. So both those books are books that you can literally use the rest of your life. They're on Amazon worldwide in both Kindle version and written version. And they're books that you will literally use the information until you leave this planet and beyond, even beyond that. So they're both really important. I will continue to put that kind of information out to help as many of you as possible. I of course provide this video teaching for you on YouTube, talk about all kinds of subjects, interview amazing people on this channel to help you for free, totally for free, because I'm not charging you a membership. I don't make you go to my Patreon and pay money to be on Patreon just to see my full videos like a lot of these other people are doing. I don't think that's fair, so I make these available for free. And I will continue doing this work as long as I'm here and as long as I'm breathing and as long as I am, you know, have the energy to do it. So anyways, I hope you will check out, I'm going to put the link down below. I hope you will check out the past life regression. The other thing is there's going to be another link there for just my regular Learn It Live page where you can go to see all my women's support groups. If you're a woman and you're an awake patriot, truther, woman, whatever, you're just an awake woman and you're feeling really isolated and alone right now. Sorry, I've got dust particles floating around me here. If you're feeling alone, if you're feeling isolated, and you want some support or you want to learn from me or you want a private session, but I'm not going to be available for them anymore, I'm going to be providing a group version of my private sessions for up to 15 awake ladies so that you can make friends with each other. You can meet other women who are just like you, and you can hang out with them on a video conference once a week. And you can ask me questions, all kinds of questions, metaphysics questions, esoterics questions, spirituality, religion, all these subjects, questions about what's going on in the world. You know, I'll answer it if I know the answer. You can ask each other questions. You can support each other. This is going to be a weekly support and learning group. We're going to pray together. We're going to pray every week for each other and for the world. We are going to do some meditations and some healings. I'm going to do some healing work with you all. It's basically going to be similar to my private sessions, except adding in some prayer and some meditation and the support of all the other ladies, and an ability for you to make friends with like-minded, um, awake women who won't tell you you're a crazy conspiracy theorist and won't hate on you because you don't like that thing that they're poking us with. Um, these are all people who share your same viewpoint and same ideology and are all loving, and everything that we talk about in the group will stay in the group. It's 100%, confidential and private. You can come on video camera if you want. If you have questions that you think you're going to ask that are sensitive and you don't want to be on video camera and you don't want people to know your real name, you can choose not to do that. You can just like talk and listen with voice only. But honestly, I'd prefer everybody comes on camera so we can all make some new friends with each other and really have a lot of fun, especially because we're going to keep everything in the group. It's kind of like what they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in women's support groups stays in women's support group and doesn't leave. So everybody will be taking an oath to basically go to their grave with whatever we talk about in that group. So I will leave the link to the page that has all those groups. And if you do sign up, only pick one course each week. You can sign up for as many weeks as you want. I have these up going all the way through January of 2022, but only pick one a week because I had like over 90 ladies showing interest in it, and there's only 60 spots. They're still wide open. A lot of the spots are wide open, but just make sure that you pick one for each week. And again, I hope this video was helpful. Again, as far as the past lifetimes go, you need to make a decision. I can't make that decision for you. You have free will and free choice, and you need to decide if looking at your past lives would be helpful for you or interesting or fun for you to do. And if you do, feel free to sign up for that, and I'm happy to help you out. And I wish you all a beautiful rest of your week, wherever you are on planet Earth, and I love you all.